credit to him. He was a really, really, really good pitcher. He actually threw me probably the best pitch I've ever seen in my life the bat before. So I went up there just knowing what to expect, knowing his tendencies and what he was going to throw. And, going into that pitch, I was really just thinking, I said, if he throws me another fastball after I check swung almost, fouled off that changeup, that was just an incredible pitch. I said, if he throws another fastball, I think I got the timing, and hopefully I can put a good swing on it. And sure enough, he kind of threw one in an area that I could get some extension through it, and, it was a pretty good swing, I guess.
How hard is it to hit a guy that throws 96, 97, but has that Bugs Bunny change like he does?
I would say it's pretty difficult. I'm sure these guys can attest to that. Honestly, when I first saw him throwing that changeup, I thought it was a slider because it just had that kind of depth on it. And so you just kind of got to respect a guy like that and just hunt for a fastball. And hopefully, if you can get in a good enough count to get one, you got to try to put your best swing on it.
How gratifying was it to be running around the base paths and get a win like this?
I think it's huge for our team. Our team battled. That's an incredible team. Obviously, what they put together last year, and just the kind of the mindset, knowing what kind of situations they've been in throughout the year, and the things they've had to battle through. So for us, I think that's a huge part of just leading up into this weekend. Going, we can contest with anybody, and I think that just kind of reassured it.
Like Coach said, it was probably the smart move to walk Reed as high as he's hitting with the base open. But does it tick you off when that happens?
Honestly, it was the first time it's ever happened, and in that situation, I knew what they were trying to do, and they were trying to load the bases for a double play. So my thought process was just, try to get something to the outfield, try to, get that tying run to the plate, and thankfully, just putting a good swing on it.
Weston, does it feel gratifying to come out last regular season game here at home to be able to contribute like that?
Oh yeah, it's been awesome. Just whatever my role is on the team, just try to be as great as I can be in it and just contribute to the team however I can.
How hard is it to go from an everyday player to playing sporadically like you have been and still be able to bring it and get yourself in a rhythm offensively?
It was kind of tough at first, but I think once you kind of put maybe your pride aside and try and help the team like however you can and put the team first, it's really not that hard. Just because everybody on this team is a great guy, and I think I would do anything for them and they do anything for me, so it's not too difficult.
Chase, how much did you guys need this to come from behind and kind of get that monkey off your back?
Honestly, this is a big one for us. It's big going in just because it's our last ACC series this weekend, and right after that, I think 2 days later, we're in the ACC tournament. So obviously a big boost going into next week, and then hopefully it translates.
They scored 7 unanswered runs tonight. Had to feel a little bit like Sunday against Louisville when they scored 6 unanswered. How critical was it for y'all to be able to come back in the fashion that you did late? And is that almost better for the psyche of this team than, say, shutting them out?
I could see where it could be a little better, but if you look back to the first half of the year, we did this so many times, and I think people get away from that. And maybe things are starting to fall our way now, and hopefully it can happen more often.
Seth, I might be wrong on this, but it looks like the past couple of games you've been more cognizant of not letting guys beat you inside. What have you done to kind of adjust to that? And it looked like on that last pitch, too, that you were just wanting to maybe park one out there.
Cool. Thankfully, I've been put in those situations as of late, and I haven't succeeded. My teammates have had to pick me up in those situations. But honestly, going to this game, knowing, what failure feels like in those situations, I felt like I didn't have that much pressure on me because Chase hitting behind me, who's just been, scorching the ball everywhere. So I had full confidence that even if I didn't get the job done, my teammates would. And, and I've seen that. And I've seen it happen, and I think it was kind of a little bit of a deep breath that I could take going into that at bat, knowing that I said I'm going to do the best I can, and that's all I can do is see the ball and hit the ball. Especially with a guy throwing that hard, you can't think much. I'll tell you that. So really, it was just one of those things. It was a fastball inside, and that's something I've struggled with, and I think what it just came down to is I just tried to compete. Coach talks about it all the time, is just trying to compete, and I didn't think about anything else but just trying to, put bat on ball.
What's going through your mind? I mean, as soon as it's probably one of those you didn't feel. You didn't even feel it hit the bat, did you? And what's going through your mind when it leaves?
I said I turned on it, and I turned on it. He didn't saw me off. I didn't roll into a double play, and in that moment, the first thing that comes to my mind is, I did my job. If this guy catches it and, we score a run and we're in this ball game and we're in a great position. But when I saw it hit the wall or go over the fence and into the bleachers, man, I just lost it. Coach talked about it earlier today to just play with some emotion today, show some emotion, show some compassion for being out here. And, so I just lost it. I said, it's okay to lose it now. So I lost it. And coming into my teammates and, they're all freaking out. It was an incredible experience and something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Weston, this emotion, is this something you guys can ride maybe now the rest of the way?
Definitely. I think we had talked about our losses earlier. They don't really mean anything if you learn from them. You can look at them and let it weigh you down, or look at them and learn from your mistakes and go on. So yeah, I think this one definitely gives us some energy going into a big weekend and the ACC tournament. So yeah, I think we'll be able to ride it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.